Hey guys, Daniel back out in the shop. Going to go ahead and fix that piece across the front and start on knocking out those dents out the back, as I mentioned in the last video. But I just wanted to show you how nice that little carrier, how nice it worked. So did really well. I'm glad how it came out, and I can just move this thing around. Probably should have used bigger wheels, but it came out okay. All right, let me get the camera set up, get this hooked up on the winch. Instead of doing it down on the ground, I'll probably pick it up so I can stand up and do it. And we'll get those bolts and stuff out of there, change that out. All right. I went into town to get some gas for the side-by-side, but I forgot to get one of these stove bolts. I'm going to see what I got over there. Maybe we can make some washers and stuff to help fix one of these. All right, we didn't have to worry too much about the screws. I didn't realize that the new piece, it came with screws. So we'll just put this on, put some Loctite on the bolt, on the nuts rather, on threads, and then we'll go from there. All right, let me check what's wrong with that first bolt, and then we'll tighten it up. All right, part one of the cutter repair summer prep is ready. Man, I'm so glad I built that little skid plate or dolly first. Worked out perfect on this. So we got to jack up the back, take those screws out the back, and try to straighten those out. See what we're going to do. All right, got it up in the air. We'll try to straighten it a little bit this way, but you can see, just looking at the angles from back here, how bad it's bent. But thankfully, we had that brace in the front here, and that kept it from bending there. But if I can get this dent up, if I can get this one knocked out a little bit, and I may try to bend this one on the end out a little bit, right there in that spot, and then we'll try to we'll fit some flat iron. This is 2 inches wide, 1/8, and I think my bolts are long enough that I can get one piece on there. That'll help. If I have to add another piece, I'll just weld it onto it. I started to go all the way around the side, but I'm not. If I can get it to here, that may be enough, and it looks thick enough I can put a piece out here. Anyway, we got it off the ground, and I may put some blocks on it, and then we'll try to knock those out. I don't have the patience and probably the right setup to get that bent part all the way out. And in that one spot, I may have to use a long bolt. What I'm gonna do here, the little plastic guard that came off, I got it all fit in the fixture here. I'm gonna drill holes in here, and I have a it don't matter what size hole I drill, because I'm gonna take this right here and make it bigger, make the hole bigger. So I'm gonna find the sharpest bit I have, punch a hole through it, then use this to make the hole bigger. And it looks like it's about, it must be a metric bolt, because the seams is right between 5/16 and 3/8. So, but that's what I'm gonna do here. And then what I do when I try to put it on there, some of the places that has the indentation, I'm just gonna take some clamps, clamp it on there, try to get these bolts started and tightened. If one or two places may have to use a longer bolt. If these are stove bolts, and so they work pretty good. But if not, I'll get longer bolts and just put Loctite on them, or I may leave the rubber guard out. Alright, got the hose big enough. Okay, so that's one side. We got 4 of the bolts in. Got 4 more to go. That's the way they're gonna look. And then, like I said, I can clamp this down and then run my welder right here to tie those ends in. But I'm using the clamps. They're working pretty good. I did make these holes bigger, so they give me some slack if I need to hit with the hammer to slide over and stuff like that. So I use this to ream it out. I think that's a 1/2 inch at the biggest point. And then I have another one. I have this one here. It's a cheap old model. I think it came from Harbor Freight, so it probably ain't gonna last very long. But anyway, that's what I'm doing. And just about there, halfway there. Okay. Okay, generally speaking, my idea work. I probably should have left the rubber deal out. It really don't do much. It's recommended to be on for safety, but I probably should have left it out because I see how it's mushrooming out. And it also affected my bolts. I didn't elongated my holes. That's what I should have done. But anyway, I got them all in. It ain't gonna be pretty, but I'm gonna put some of this on the threads and then wrap this baby up here. This is some blue. I probably ought to put some red on here because I'm never gonna take it back off. But anyway, this is what I had here. That came out better than I expected. Like I said, we'll weld those ends on. And I think that should do the trick. If anything else caused a problem or something, I could take another one of these, and just strip it with the same width of this, but weld it onto here. And that'll give it a little bit more strength. But I think this is going to do it. We'll find out when the spring comes and we start back cutting. All right, I'm just gonna move it over to closer to the welder. I have an extension cord about 35 feet long, but I said, well, I'll just move it to the other side of the shop. And so pretty much everything on my shop is on wheels. And what I'm trying to maneuver there is around the lights. I got the lights hanging down on those chains. And so I had to maneuver around those and then get it in the spot that I wanted. So worked out really well. I'm gonna put the lock on here and that'll be a done deal. Clean up a little bit around here. Gotta do the other side. Nope, I'm not very good at this angle, so I may let it down flat. That's what I may do, just let it down flat and then run a bead across here. I could probably do a better job on that. All right. Okay, just a word of caution, if you're gonna be close to concrete and gonna have a lot of sparks, make sure you have a welding blanket. When I first started welding about 2 or 3 years ago, practicing welding, I don't call it welding, but practicing. I was close to the concrete and I heard it popping and stuff like that. I didn't know that the hot lava would affect the concrete. I got a pit somewhere. Yeah, right here. That's where it happened. It's been about 3-4 years ago. And so I learned the hard way. But I have a welding blanket now. Let's take a close-up here. This is just Glock. Yeah, whew, terrible. I got to practice a whole lot this summer. And had some pretty decent beads, some down there, but at least in a hole, that's my main thing. I didn't try to teach myself to weld to make pretty stuff. It just, when I need to do something on the equipment, I want to make it well to hold. And that a hole, one of my friends that actually is a good welder, if he ever get back out here, I'll get him to fix all that up. But this project is almost done. I'm going to run a couple beads on here. We'll probably check the fluid. It's not time to grease it again. And then I'll get it hooked back up to the tractor. Let me get over here and see if I can do a little bit better, okay? All right. Got the dolly, works perfect. Got the cover on the front. And did some welding. I wouldn't really call it welding, but anyway, like I said, I'll get my buddy come out here. He can fix all that. But anyway, it ain't gonna come loose. And that was my main thing, is getting the strap on. The bolts really worked out well. And, so I'm glad it still had bolts on there. And like I said, I probably should have left the rubber cover out. Would have made it a little bit easier. But they fit back in the hole pretty well. And so I'm not gonna get that close because it's bad. But anyway, it's on there. So, all right, we'll get it hooked back up to the tractor. Check the fluid in it. And I'll be ready for the spring. And I thank the good Lord for this rain, because it gave me an opportunity to stop doing other stuff, come in the shop, and get this done. Hopefully this is the last day of rain. Got a tree over there that needs to be cut, but I can wait on it. I just want to get it down before tornado season. All right, thanks for watching. You know what to do. Bye.